seems to have traveled here from somewhere far across the islands. They would make their way to this locale, and when they reached it, you would see that they look much as you remember. Horns, claws, all of that. Even as skin is slightly aflame at the time, though that doesn't seem to bother them at all. And as they get here, they don't interact with the pillar, they don't interact with anything. They simply drop in the sand, clawing at their own head and silently, wordlessly screaming. And you see this continue as the sun sets and rises, and sets and rises again, before days turn into weeks and months, and it goes on and on and on, until suddenly it ceases. They sit and they look out into the ocean. They don't do anything other than sit and listen to the waves lapping at the shore. Before gradually it all fades, as you see, off in the distance, a number of figures waking up on the beach.
This is what comes full circle. Right. Next comes the heart, I believe. That. Astrid, I loved that place, I swear. Dragons were an interesting subject here, to say the least.
Quite different to the ones we used to, I suppose.
As your mind drifts to other places, you see the world once more shake, shuddering, and shifting like the ebb and flow of the tide, before it opens up into a darkened valley, saturated with a large amount of water and something very, very large floating in the sky.
It was in this in-between. We walked up the coast, went through some forests, and that's when I brought up that side topic. We had found some absolutely brutalized Daedra. It does make me wonder if we'll see that abomination. Yes, it is ironic. Mind, I was left behind.
As was I.
Kinda cringe.
That's what makes it ironic. You know what?
It doesn't let you join manually by clicking on the portal?
The portal has appeared for me.
Okay.
That's what's funny.
No.
Yeah.
Nox,
So you get to
join
request
that?
on me, and then
Oh,
you can
I will
request
have
on
to
me,
request on
or
Nox.
yeah, you can request on Nox. It's invite plus, so we're good
Okay.
in that regard.
Good,
I am very
Just say when you're in,
disappointed.
okay?
I am very
Just say when
disappointed.
you've loaded Nox and I'll request on you.
I'm loading on Phalorn. Man, I'm sad that Ava couldn't get here because it feels like such a pain to try and ask you to do this again. It's more than likely it won't happen again, which is sad, but understandable. This is a full retelling of the story.
Oh, I'm not meant to be here.
You can. That's the thing.
What do you mean I can?
Ask that one. Also, turn off the photosensitivity warning.
Because you were here during this event, you get to be one of the memories.
Sending request.
Basically,
No, my fucking back hurts.
and that's okay, and you don't have to
Just
do it.
float around and
I'm waiting for him.
Turn off music. Turn off music.
yes.
My eyes hurt.
You're a sleepy creature. You need to go to bed.
Fuck you, I'm waiting for you.
Vicious. So
I
vicious.
have to wait for you if I want to.
I'm barely conscious.
Starts down for a second. Don't worry.
I'm
Okay,
also
good.
looking through VODs and shit.
You
loudy
and me
shit.
both then.
You do that. We shall conclude our travels soon.
What
So-
happened to the cable, by the way?
And thus,
Right.
you would all be shunted to this locale as the forests vanish around you. Strange figures throughout the fog and the trees fading as you come upon this locale.
Take a wonderful view.
What is that?
What remains of a dragon?
That's a oh.
Not a dragon as we understand it, that's for sure.
Its fate was less than peaceful.
You don't say.
These moats, we can
Wait, I'm
believe
held
it.
back? Why can I not?
The stone.
Hold on.
How am I?
There's a stone. There's two.
Okay, there's a button. Gotcha, I just need to
These moats, they're notes, protocols, procedures, all written in ancient arcana.
I'd love to study one.
Likewise.
Well,
As
I
you
did
step
get a
forward,
good view.
Nox, you see figures pulling something strange out of the water. You remember
All right.
those who were here collecting strange items from the waters beneath the bridge.
Amateur blade. Almost forgot about that. That's so important here. Amateur blades.
Which member?
You remember
So-
it was stranger
Sure.
than that. Not an armager's blade, but a sword and a mask? Something that found their way to Tommy.
Somewhat I feel like this is my fault. Didn't realize that's where this was from. And barely recognized it. I'm sorry, Tommy.
Dare I ask what it did?
Well, apparently there was a serial killer in Redwall Swamps. Apparently that mask was cursed when they got out of this magicless place. And they kind of made Tommy do things. But that's besides the point. I knew I'd seen that somewhere. It's just the same mark, isn't it? Dragon
Looking
Ward.
upon it vividly in your memory from just a few days ago. That exact same rune.
So much was in front of me. So much. First came the waves.
As the crystal lights, you see different figures about interacting with the various pillars and the gems in them. And as the blue one alights, you see the water around become choppy, waves forming and becoming more tempestuous.
Next came thunder, lightning.
The lightning began to erupt sharply around the area, striking nearer and nearer as the crystal lights.
Very nature itself rebelled.
Lighting the green, the winds began to blow stronger, almost tearing through the area like a tornado.
The all-encompassing darkness, the chaos of it all.
And with chaos, everything began to grow in intensity, the area shaking, becoming more distorted.
Finally, the flames.
And as the red alights, the fires about burn, not just torches, but like bonfires, each one. As in the center, the ancient circle alights once more.
Welcome.
As you find yourself in a place set into gullies and valleys, a city almost built into the stone, rising up and up to a singular building atop it all.
Taking the sides.
It is pretty.
What is this place, though?
Now I just look behind us.
We are
Yes.
somewhere that survived against all odds. But if you wish, I'll drag one of these motes, so my memory can remind me what it was. There's so many of them.
Pulling upon the magic of this place, of your own mind, you find yourself in the lower levels of what once was home.
Survivors. Hall itself. In the last place you would expect it to be.